Salut à tous les amis, on est de retour pour la suite de notre aventure, la mission suivante de Hitman 3. On attaque directement la suite de l'aventure avec la prochaine mission. Apparemment on est en Angleterre. Let's go.
She came home.
Carlyle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlyle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlyle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlyle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlyle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlyle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlyle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Ok, on est en Angleterre, dans un espèce de manoir. Et on n'a qu'une cible apparemment. Donc let's go. Ah oui, il faut trouver le dossier, d'accord. Ok. Parfait.
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her three adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Ok, on commence. Mort dans la famille. Trouver le dossier, éliminer Alexa. Le manoir, il est loin quand même.
Phineas Whitman, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitman, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
Uh-huh.
A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor. If you take his place, it may be an opportunity to get close to Madame Carlyle.
On va essayer de le suivre par là. Hein. Ça, y a pas le choix. Wow. Oh merde, je les ai pas vus. C'est passé par là. Oh putain, il y a encore des ennemis là.
Mr. Whitmer, thank God you're here. Can I take you to Madame Carlyle?
Please do.
If you follow me. I know I oughtn't say anything, but...
On va essayer de passer par là.
Preparing for Madame's funeral, and then she turned up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary, and all this security. I've never seen a place guarded like this, and I dare say I don't like it at all.
On va nous voir là par là, la fille. Enfin, c'est un mec, je dis la fille.
I told Kate about this text.
What did she say?
Well, I thought she'd be mad at me, but she just thanked me. Said she understood the position I was in. We had a really good talk about it, actually.
Oh, what did I tell you? She's a sensible woman.
I just need to check.
That's a bit excessive, I think, considering the fact that I spotted no less than 2 routes to get inside the house, unseen.
We know what we're doing, sir. Don't worry about that.
Shit, man. Caroline really did a number on you.
Il est toujours là. Qu'est-ce que je préfère? Peut-être il faut que je prenne l'apparence de quelqu'un là. Non. Ouh. Allez. Voilà. Fais dodo. Prise de coup. Et à la niche. Voilà. Jusque là, c'est bon.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsmith will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsmith, butler. Madame Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've travelled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
Ok. La dame, elle est partie où?
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle
Elle est partie au-dessus.
are of a delicate nature.
Elle est là-haut.
You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow.
Ah, c'est bien gardé ici. Hein.
Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather
keep it real
situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
Ok.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47? Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It would be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. You do know your poisons, 47.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a d'autre à fouiller? Bon, là c'est... Ouais, ça c'est juste pour se cacher, ok, on a compris. Oh!
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge.
Putain, mais il y a plein d'endroits secrets, ma parole, ici.
I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Je pense qu'il faudra redescendre en bas. Hein.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Ok. Consulter les renseignements. NDK. Il faut que je pose la question à tout le monde là. Oh putain, mais il y en a plein.
So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Alors, comment on peut faire? Est-ce qu'on interroge des suspects ou... Je suis censé les trouver où ces gars-là? Alors... Fisseling, rubrique d'un suspect dans l'affaire du meurtre de Zachary Christine, d'accord. D'accord, plus jeune, il faut que je les trouve où ces gens-là? Interroger, c'est bon. Et je suis censé les trouver où, moi? Je crois qu'il faut que je fouille le manoir entier, hein. Ah ah. Ah bah voilà Edward.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help?
Okay.
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Ok. Alors. Voilà, c'est celui qu'on a interrogé, lui. Allez, on va interroger les autres. Lui, ça a été fait. Il en reste 1, 2, 3 et 4. Oui, il est déjà mort, le top. Allez, on va fouiller les autres. Je sais pas où ils sont, mais... Ils doivent être cachés dans le manoir. Ah bah, tu en as une, là. Viens là, toi.
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely
Ah, mais il y en a un
I'm
autre
the
juste ici, à côté.
suspect.
Parfait.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else you want to know?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Merci. À ton tour maintenant.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Well, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and Mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger ball. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to pry from my...
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Désolé. Ok. Bon, on l'a fait maintenant. Ah. Alibi confirmé, alibi confirmé. Interrogé, d'accord, il en reste une. Ouais, une. 2. On va aller voir... Wow. Ah, il y en a un là. Non, il est pas avec moi lui, oh là là. Je pense qu'il y a rien dehors. Il n'y a personne. On va essayer de retourner voir le majordome au milieu. On n'a pas terminé à lui poser des questions, je crois. Il est là.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitman, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
Ah d'accord. On va aller par là, on n'est pas allé par là. Ah bah voilà lui. Viens là toi.
Patrick Carlyle. Can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it?
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexei used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by...
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done
it. Ok. Tout le monde s'accuse l'un l'autre, hein, de toute façon. Qui je pourrais interroger d'autres? Lui, je l'ai vu là tout à l'heure. Il manque qui? Ah, il manque celle-là, la Rebecca. Là. Tout le monde s'accuse l'un l'autre, hein. C'est un truc de fou. Ah bah là, voilà, moi qui l'ai cherché.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:45. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends.
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Je pense que non. Alors. C'est bon, interroger. Bon. Celui-là, on l'a pas interrogé, il est en haut. Donc on va voir ce qu'on peut lui dire à celui-là. Alors. Il faudra que je remonte. Putain, c'est tellement géant ici que je sais même plus par où passer. Ouais, ça c'est la cuisine. On n'est pas allé par là à la cuisine, mais j'ai pas besoin d'aller dans la cuisine. Où est-ce qu'il est l'étage là? Ouais, c'était par là. À un moment donné, je suis monté par là. Voilà. Après, je crois que je suis allé de ce côté-là. Là, voilà.
Hello there, sir.
Oui, salut. Hop. Ah, il est vraiment dead, hein, lui. Il est vraiment dead, j'ai rien à interroger avec lui. Il n'y a rien d'autre à fouiller, là. Là, c'est bon, on avait fouillé. Je pense que c'est bon, finalement, il n'y avait plus rien à faire ici. Parce que là, c'est confirmé, donc à mon avis, ça doit pas être ces deux-là. Je sais pas qui on peut interroger. On les a tous un petit peu interrogés dans un sens. D'ailleurs, elle est où ma cible? Je marche depuis tout à l'heure, mais je sais même pas où elle est partie. Est-ce que je peux retourner lui parler, lui, ou pas?
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitman, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Ah.
Come and see me when you do.
Donc il faut absolument que j'interroge encore une deuxième fois les persos, là. Lui, par exemple.
Great places. You should come visit. I'll take you somewhere really nice. Spend a few bucks. A girl like you
Non.
does.
Hey, back off a bit, would you?
Non, pas lui. Qui je pourrais d'autres interroger? Parce que je les ai tous presque interrogés au final. Lui, peut-être encore une fois, mais je suis pas sûr. Non. Fouiller le lieu d'intérêt, donc. À mon avis, à chaque personnage, je dois fouiller les lieux. Bon, ça, je m'en fous. Ouais, bon. Non. Le Rico, je m'en fous.
You always led by example rather than by words and meaningless gestures. Like hugs, encouragement. Just a simple spontaneous caress, what a difference.
Faut que je regarde un petit peu la carte parce que là je sais pas où je vais. La cible est là, d'accord. Il y a une zone de découverte là, mais... Ouais. Ouais, d'accord. En fait, il faut que je fouille tous les endroits que je peux photographier.
You remember when I was 5? I climbed a tree and could not make my way down. I was scared and called out for help. Of all people, you heard me, and when you saw me, you climbed the tree. I was relieved that help had finally arrived.
Faut que je trouve un endroit que je peux photographier.
You are 5 and climbing trees is supposed to be your area of expertise. Oh no, that won't go. You'll just think I remember this because I'm weak.
Apparemment, je peux prendre une photo ici. Mais je ne sais pas quoi.
Quite the poet. But you're right. It's beautiful.
Oh! Ok. Voilà. Nickel. Alors, pas par là.
Normally accepts his wife's outrageous behavior without batting an eyelid. But staying in his mother's bed so soon.
Mais c'est qui tourne en rond là? Ah non, c'est au-dessus, je crois.
Just as bad. Look at Ruth.
Ouais, je crois que c'est au-dessus, c'est tourne en rond. Je vois là sur la carte, il y a un bouton un bouton rouge. Donc, on va aller voir directement la carte. Désolé, c'est un peu long, hein, mais bon. On va aller directement vers les points d'intérêt. Photographier tout ce qu'on peut. Et puis c'est tout. Cette mission va être un petit peu longue, hein, mais bon, c'est pas grave. Alors, c'est par où? Ah non, c'est dans l'autre sens. C'est là-bas au fond. Ça doit être là. Voilà. Lui, c'est fait. La carte et un autre truc dehors. Donc on va essayer de sortir. Ah, je prends mon temps les amis, hein. Là c'est une mission, j'ai pas envie de la foirer comme la dernière fois. Enfin comme la mission précédente, donc... Alors, c'est juste là à fouiller. Faut photographier où? Ah, peut-être c'est au-dessus. Alors, est au-dessus. Ouais, ça doit être au-dessus. Ouais, c'est ça, prends-moi pour un compte. On va aller directement ici. Salle des trophées. Voilà. Ça c'est bon. Ensuite. Ah putain, il faut aller à l'étage aussi. Oh là là, oh là là. Allez, on va aller à l'étage. On va faire ça rapidement.
All right there.
C'est par là. Tac. Tac. Et tac. Je crois qu'il faut aller par là. Et à gauche. Voilà, c'est par là.
That door leads to Emma
Ah
and
merde.
Gregory's room.
On va passer à travers. Ah, on peut pas. Non. On peut ou pas? Je suis pas sûr si on peut, mais bon. Non. J'essaie de passer par là-bas. Hein. Il n'y a personne dedans, donc c'est bon. On va photographier tout ce qu'on peut. Au moins on aura fait la mission correctement. Ah là. C'est lui, non? Porte-clés de la serrure.
A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder?
Comprends
And
rien.
why is the key missing?
Ouais, non, ça c'est juste pour se cacher. Il y avait un point pour photographie ici, mais je vois pas quoi. Ouh là, j'ai pas vu. Ok, ça c'est fait. Ensuite. Photographie ici. Donc il faut que je ressorte. La cible elle est là-bas au fond.
That is the door to Rebecca's room.
Ok, je peux pas y accéder par là. Allez, on va faire encore l'alpiniste. On va aller par là-bas. Je sais même pas si j'arriverai à accélérer par là. Ah bah il y a une porte ouverte, parfait. Enfin, une fenêtre, pardon. Passe. C'est quoi ce bordel?
I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
Alors c'est quoi le truc à photographier? Là. Ok. Il est long hein, ce truc. Il y a aussi dans le... Pardon. Dans la pièce de la dame. Ouais, la dame est partie, c'est le moment où elle est.
Hello, sir.
Du whisky. Ouais. Niveau 3. Bon, il n'y a plus rien à scanner là. Niveau 0, il y a un truc à scanner à côté du parc là-bas au fond. Même ici. Ouais, c'est au niveau 0. Donc on va redescendre tout en bas. Et ben dis donc, tout ce qu'il y a à faire. Au moins il n'y a qu'une cible. On est sûr que c'est bon. Il n'y a qu'une cible. Il faut trouver le dossier apparemment, mais le dossier, je sais pas quel dossier il parle. Parce que là dans le dossier, je vois pas le symbole du dossier. Peu importe le niveau, je vois pas le dossier, bon. Je crois qu'il faudra sortir dehors, non? On va aller de ce côté-là. Ouais. On va aller par là-bas. Et notre cible, elle doit être par là. Ouais. C'est quoi ça? Ouais, bon, on s'en fout. Oh, des traces. Ah, je les ai même pas vues tout à l'heure. Et le dernier truc à trouver, ça doit être là-bas au fond. Ouais, c'est tout au fond vers la serre. Et encore une preuve. Ok, on avance bien. Après, je pense que ce sera fini. On va retrouver le dernier indice. Ah, c'est coincé. Alors, le truc, il est à l'intérieur ou à l'extérieur? Ça doit être à l'intérieur. Mais comment on déverrouille ce truc? Faut que je rentre absolument dedans. Poison. Oh merde. Faut que je rentre absolument dedans. Comment je fais? Ah ouais, pied de biche. J'espère qu'il me voit pas. Et merde. Cours, cours, cours. Merde. Mais... Ah, comment on fait? Voilà. Voilà. Pour chasser, j'espère qu'ils m'ont pas vu quand même. Ah, c'est bon, ils se sont barrés. Il fallait que je rentre là-dedans de toute façon. Il n'y a absolument pas le choix. De toute façon, la porte elle est ouverte, c'est bon. Je sais même plus j'ai ouvert quelle porte. Voilà. Nickel.
This is a tape showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zachary.
Something is circled 47. Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlyle is next in line for a poisoning.
Quoi, ça va me servir ça, mais bon. Il faut que je fasse tout ça là. J'ai un peu de biche. Non? Voilà. Ah, clé anglaise, non, il me faut une clé anglaise. Je sais même pas ce que je fais là. Ah, bon. Vous pouvez prendre son identité et en profiter pour vous rapprocher d'elle. Ouais. Bon. Je crois qu'il faut que j'aille directement retourner vers lui, je crois. Vers le mec, mais je suis pas sûr. J'ai du poison, donc je peux voir ce qu'elle va faire avec. Je vais aller d'abord retourner voir le majordome. Bon, vous avez compris. Il est là. On va voir ce qu'on peut faire avec lui. Si on peut rien faire, on va voir.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitman, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Ah.
Come and see me when you do.
Qu'est-ce qu'il faut que je fasse? Elle était la combinaison de ça. Ouais, mais le trouver, il est où? Faut que je le trouve, où est-ce qu'elle a foutu ce dossier? Chambre d'Emma. Peut-être ça doit être dans sa chambre. Elle a forcément caché dans sa chambre. On va monter à l'étage. Non, ça c'est la salle d'abord.
Now this is interesting, 47.
Ah bah voilà.
A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child
Elle l'a bien
of
caché, la
Alexis
coquine.
Lay's older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens. You have uncovered enough evidence to tell Madame Carlyle
I'm ready to
that
present
Emma
my
is the
conclusions,
murderer.
Madame Carlyle.
Quite the detective, 47. I'm impressed. I suggest you go tell Mr. Fernsby. Unless you think there are more secrets to uncover.
Allez, avance. Je crois que c'est l'intrigue la plus longue que j'ai faite. Hein. Peut-être qu'il y avait d'autres intrigues plus courtes. Mais bon. Pas grave. Ils vont nous emmener où là?
How are you today, sir?
J'ai pas trouvé le dossier, hein, je sais pas où il est. Et la dame, elle est là-bas.
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
Eh? Ici? Ok.
Your detective skills have gained
Oh,
you
merde.
access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
Ah bah d'accord, il y a qu'elle.
Your niece, Emma Carlyle, murdered your brother Zachary.
My niece? Emma is not my niece. She's my daughter-in-law.
And your niece. Emma is the illegitimate child of your late older brother Montgomery, who you and Zachary killed 46 years ago.
That's preposterous.
You asked me to find out what happened to Zachary. Would you rather not know?
No. No, go on.
I found a letter from Emma's mother, Jane, who was the fiancée of your older brother at the time of his death. She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlyle empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emma to reclaim what she lost. Marry your heir Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlyle empire for her bloodline generations to come.
Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane.
She is.
Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future of the Carlyles. Montgomery wasn't cut out to take over from father. All heart and no balls.
Emma used the funeral gathering to speed up her installment as the lady of the house, seizing the opportunity to stage Zachary's suicide. She did her homework, used a poison made from one of Zachary's rare plants, found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor to gain access to his room through a secret passage.
That scheming bitch.
More than you think. I found proof that she will try to poison you next.
Well, I'll have to take care of that. Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed. I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Edwards, the Constant. But how do you... Oh, I see. I expected you might show up. But to kill me, not help me. But I've been wrong on so many things lately, so why not this one? I will give you the file on Edwards. You've earned it. I don't suppose I could convince you to deal with my daughter-in-law now you're here. I would like to see her dead. No? What a shame. I'll have to see to it some other way then.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle fout? Hein?
The file you want is in the safe. God, I hope you get Edwards and Blake here.
Hello, sir.
I need some privacy. Thank you.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carlyle.
Ciao, ciao.
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Allez. Maintenant, faut réussir à descendre. Et le plus vite possible. Ouais, oh, je suis parti où là?
Do you think it was a suicide?
I don't know. Madame Carlyle.
Voilà, j'arrivais par là. Ok. La sortie, la sortie, la sortie, là-bas.
Greetings, sir.
Oh putain. faire tout le tour. Aïe, 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 aïe. Salut toi. Voilà, sortie par là. Ok. Ok. Tout droit. J'espère qu'on peut sortir par là. Nickel. Bon, bah nickel. Ça a été une grosse partie, les amis. Une longue mission que j'ai bien aimée. Hein, j'ai vraiment bien aimé cette partie-là. Et voilà. Je sais pas si on peut sortir directement par là. Si. Voilà, parfait. Bon, les amis. C'était la fin de cette partie de Hitman. N'hésitez pas à liker, partager et abonnez-vous. Et on se retrouvera très prochainement pour de nouvelles aventures. À la prochaine. Ciao, bye bye.
Don't respond, just listen. Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
Stay down. Boss wants you alive.
Yeah? How about now?
Over here! Cover me!
Walk away!
Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Don't. Tell the Constant to start running!
You think you've won? 47 is out there. And 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood. That's what makes you valuable.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I look forward to your call.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight. We're all that's left now.